Okay, so the warm up for today, I was gonna do 20 burpees, but we'll just say 15 burpees, as if that's better. 15 burpees, 50 jumping jacks, and then 50 mountain climbers. So 15, 50, 50. 15 burpees, 50 jumping jacks, 50 mountain climbers. Yep. Go. All right, neck rotations. Other way. Up and down. Side to side. Ear to shoulder. Shoulder circles. You can sit, you can stand, it doesn't matter. Backwards. Chicken wing or elbow circles. Other way. across the chest. Over the head. Pivoting. Hip circles. Other way. Right hand on your hip, left hand over. The side. Legs wide, middle. Reach to the right. Reach to the left. Put your knees on the ground. Froggy, whatever. Stretch. Sit back into child's pose. Reach over to the right. Reach over to the left. All right, switch over into butterfly for now. Over here. All right, one leg stretched out, the other leg goes over. Hug that leg to you. Now put that elbow, the back of your elbow onto your knee and turn. Back to center, switch sides. Hug your leg to you. Back of your elbow on your knee, turn back. we're gonna do some movement drills. So the length of your mat or your little hallway beside your bed and your door. Backward rolls one way, forward rolls the other way. So back roll, and then forward roll. Back rolls, forward rolls, back and forth. What is the longest length of space I have? All right, next we're gonna do half gravity rolls, half side roll thing. So I'm just gonna go upside down and then sit up. So upside down, sit up, upside down, sit up. Then I'm going the other way. So half gravity rolls. All right, next, full gravity roll. So just roll all the way to the other side. And back and forth, depending on your space. Right. All right, just to make this fun, we're gonna do hey-hos, 1, 2, and then the other way we're gonna do side hip escapes. So hey-hos to whatever end your mat goes to, hey-hos back the other way, and then side trips, side hip escapes, which are just, and then back. So 1, 2, hey-hos, 1, 2, side hip escapes. Just to make it fun. And so you don't have to do hey-hos in there. Side hip escapes, Kathy. Like you're in side control and you're trying to get away. Hip escaping. There you go. All right, time. Do bridges. Just left and right bridge. Triangles. Do triangles. Triangle. All right, last one. Hip thrust. Just regular hold. Hip thrust. All right, time. Okay, get water, get your dummies. Yeah. All right. I made my dummies legs really long right now. So they're like a little long. As this is a temporary thing, and I will chop up the pieces inside and make an actual dummy thing, but this was what I could do between work and now. So right now we're just gonna work on ankle retention. Actually, let me prop the dummy up. Okay. So I'm gonna have the inside butterfly here to have both hooks, and then I'll have both ankles. I don't know where to hold on my dummy right now. Ankles. So I'm going to slip one leg out, and I'm going to, I like keeping the other ankle, but let's just say for the sake of this drill, I'm going to get the knee. I'm going to kind of hip escape forward, sort of hip escape. I'm going to slip my butt forward while keeping this ankle. I can, when I get this close, I can move the ankle to my armpit here. And then I'm going to put my foot on the hip, and then this foot is going to go to the other leg. Okay, closer. So I'm going to go back and forth. All I want is to kick my leg out. I'm going to grab the knee, keep the ankle, scoot myself in. The ankle then ends up underneath my armpit. Foot on this hip. This foot, which was hooked for the butterfly on the other leg, is going to scoot to the closer leg. So foot on the hip, the top of my foot on the bottom of the leg here. Gotta squeeze my knees together, and then I'm gonna come back out. I'm just gonna keep doing that here. Make sure the heel is on the hip. So it's just the ankle retention drill. So we're just coming each time back to the butterfly, squeeze ourselves in, making sure we're pinched on that one leg. The other leg will be free for now. Yeah? No? Again? One more time. Okay. I'll go at a different angle. So I have the inside butterfly and both ankles controlled. I'm going to pick a side to go to. I'm going to slip my leg underneath. So I was hooked underneath the leg. I'm going to slip my leg out at that point, or at the same time. I'm going to put my hand on the knee. And then at this point, my elbow tends to go to the ground so that I can scoot myself forward, depending on your momentum. This foot is going to go on the hip. The other foot that was butterflied on the other leg is going to come to the same leg, right? And I'm going to pinch here. I'm going to come back out. Do the same thing on the other side. Here. Yeah. Oh, you can do it that way, Kathy. But scoot in, and then you have to be on your, what is that, your right side. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let your foot pass the hip. Put your heel on the hip. Your right heel. Right heel on the hip. Yeah. Yep. All right. We're going to keep doing this, but now we're going to add the finish to the straight ankle lock, which is going to be stupid difficult to explain on the dummy. But my dummy has little feet and really big ankles. So when I'm in this position, I want to keep everything here tight, but sometimes I'll come down and I'll not quite have the ankle. So I want to make sure that I'm actually on the ankle and not on the calf. This is a long leg. Let's go like this. So I want to make sure that I have it on the ankle, not higher. Most people won't tap from the pain of like a calf-ish slicer here because your arms are not stronger than their calf. So you need to get higher up on the ankle. So how to do that? Okay, pretend this leg is not, or this foot is not going to flop down. But I'm here right now. I'm on the calf. I'm going to pull. I have like the knee pit. I'm going to pull on it, and then I'm going to make sure that my arm goes all the way to the ankle. I'm going to show you this. So the foot is going to be like hooked on your lat muscle. You want to bend that. So you want to scoot all the way back so that you're bending the toes. And then you have this. Once you're there, you're going to do that. You're going to retract your shoulder blade to bend the toes even more without letting go of the ankle. Here, you're going to go here. I'm going to show that without holding onto the foot, which is floppy. You're here. You're on your side. You look for the ankle. You pull the knee pit to look for the ankle. You're going to retract your shoulder blades. You're going to put your shoulder down on the ground, and then you're going to turn your head and look 45 degrees up and back. So here, you're going to kind of turn. But you have to be holding onto that ankle with your shoulder retract. You're going to turn. Does that make sense?
Is your shoulder on the ground when you do that look back at the 45? Are you keeping this, like, is it touching the ground, or are you just?
Is it touching the ground? Hold on. So here, here. I bend that all back. Kind of, not really. No, my elbow's on the ground, not really my shoulder. Yeah? Okay, try it. Jen and Sarah, you guys can do the switch from the Ashi to the Dorothy and the upside down knee if you wanted. But do Ashi and Dorothy. Ashi, the version with the hook on the other leg, and Ashi, if that's what it's called, with the hook on the same leg. Did that make sense, Jen? You stopped to think about that.
A hook on the other leg versus a hook on the same leg?
Yes, because the way that Vaughn teaches it is to hook on the other leg. Because the times I've hooked on the other leg, I got calf split. Okay. Hold on, I'm putting my dummy's bones back together. Clearly, this is not exactly the best setup.
I think I'm not clear on where your hands are grabbing. Like once you
that detail.
Foot back, you've got your squishing, it's underneath your arm. Like where is this hand.
So I'm going to grab the knee. I'm going to use this stick now. Grab the knee. I'm going to scoot my arm all the way back until I get
Yep.
to the end of the ankle, right here. And I'm going to put my wrist bone here. You can either put this hand on your chest, or you can ball it up and do a teacup. I forget that these details are important. You can do a teacup where you're holding the fist in the other hand just to keep it up. You basically just want it up. So here. And then back, over. Yeah. Okay, Jen, so you want me to explain Ashi versus...
Wait, are you talking about the thing with the reaping position with the hook on the other leg thing?
No, not at all. I'm talking about if you have the legs, you have the hook. So when you come over for the, does this make any more sense on the pieces of wood than the person? So this is regular Ashi, the one that Vaughn's been teaching. This is the opposite leg. All this one's on the hip. The one that I'm saying is come to the same leg, same hip. You're leaving this leg alone. Yes? No? You're saying words, but you're muted.
You have your foot under the same side butt, and she has her foot on the other side butt.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna mute you, Sarah. So Sarah, you can work all of the things. Do you need help, Kathy? Let me see it. All right, it's got socks on now, I think. Well, I can't see you, but all right. Okay, Kathy, scoot back towards your couch so I can see you, or move the camera down. Yeah, okay. All right, but get closer to the ankle. So your right hand grab the knee, wherever the knee may be. So stay on your side like that. Keep your leg position. Yeah, grab the knee, move your arm towards the ankle some more. Okay, now flex your shoulder blades, I guess, or go like that with your shoulder blades, retract. And then from here, get your arm even higher. So if you need help with the other hand, push it all the way to your chest. Yeah, there you go. Now, you're not gonna go straight back, but you're gonna go at an angle. So you're gonna kind of look 45 degrees, yeah. And then you pull. Yep. I know I said, Emmy, I said be on your elbow, but go put your shoulder a little closer to the ground. I know you're doing imaginary ankles, but yeah. Time, we're gonna do the same thing, ankle retention going on both sides. We're just gonna change the leg positioning because sometimes they'll mess with your legs or whatever, or they'll sit up and try to mess with your legs. So we're here. I have one foot underneath the butt, the other foot on the heel. Usually they'll sit up and try to like do other things or whatever. You can switch and put both heels on the hip. Make sure that they're both digging into the hip, and then your knees are squeezed. And then do the same thing. So do the regular one. The entry is still going to be here. You can also use that foot because they're going to try to sit up. Just make him sit up. And you can kick him. So instead of having your foot stuck under here, you can kick him in the chest and then put both of your heels on the hip, close the knees, finish that ankle lock. Killing yourself. See? All right, we're gonna do one more. So the other one, this next one is just a change of grip. You can keep doing the same thing, the entry, and then the regular, whatever, ashi is what it's called, or the two heels on the hip. Here, and this is the regular grip, right? My arm is on the same side, but sometimes that may or may not work. You can switch your grip, and this way is faster. So this hand, the one that's on the inside of their body, I'm going to switch. That's going to go underneath. I'm going to do a rear naked choke here, and this one I'm going straight back. So here. So the other one I was coming around here. This one, I'm just switching my grip. This hand is going to come underneath, and it's like a rear naked choke. It's coming underneath, and I'm trying to get right at the ankle once again. Gotta hold my bicep, come up. This hand goes on the shin, and I'm going to go straight back. This is more of a, well, I guess they're all pain ones, but that one would annoy the shit out of the other person more than a ankle lock. Because it may not be an ankle lock, it just hurts your Achilles.
Hey, Cha.
Yo,
I'm having a hard time, I think, because I don't have it, because the leg is so short right now.
Yeah.
Which, just the grips on the figure 4, like I can't figure it out. I'm having trouble, like, so this is still, their ankle's still under my armpit,
mm-hmm.
and then
So the ankle's under the armpit like this, or like this, however it is. This hand that's the freest is gonna go underneath, and it's gonna go under here. Grab the bicep, gonna cut right through. If you need to readjust to get closer, it's gonna come here, grab the bicep here.
I
So
see.
now it's this part of this wrist, the wrist that wasn't originally attacking, that sharp part is just gonna go right there, and you're tightening it and going straight back.
Okay.
It's like a rear naked on. Squeeze your knees. Don't forget to squeeze your knees. It's like an arm bar. Or pinch your knees, I guess. So Kathy, just because you're holding it, you don't want the ankle in your elbow pit. You want it closer here. So the ankle, when you're holding the stick, you want it here rather than here. It's not going to be as painful here. This is your softer part. You want them to feel it on here. Yeah. My stick is too short for this, but yeah, you want it. All right, one more, but it's really the same thing. We're gonna do the rear naked choke, but let me explain some things with it. So really, if you have somebody with like strong calves, strong ankles, going like this, going underneath is gonna be really like hard. This is, especially in like, with a lot of friction, it's just so hard to get to this position, the rear naked, while you're already so tight in, getting this is damn near impossible. So conditionally, the person may want to get their ankle out, and like they get it out and they're trying to get their foot on the other side, or maybe their ankle is out and you can't get it back, throw their foot on the other side. So now it's on the upper side, right? So earlier it was on the bottom side, and now I'm pushing it to the higher side. And I'm still gonna do that rear naked choke, but now it's on my higher side. Rear naked choke, same thing, back. Yeah? So now I'm just throwing it, my legs and everything else stays the same. I failed my ankle lock. I'm just gonna throw their leg that way, and circle around, get that rear naked here, and then sit back. Yeah? No? Maybe? I need a better solution for this.
After you throw the leg over, do you end up rolling to that side where you
Not
threw the
roll on
leg?
that side.
You stay on the same side.
Stay on the same side.
Yeah.
So your same shoulder still on the ground, sort of facing towards the ground. All right, time. So we'll go over this again on Friday, probably a little bit quicker. And then we'll do some other stuff on Friday. But this is basically the basics of an ankle lock. Yes, it's easy, or not easier, but if you can, try it on a real person. If your real person doesn't want you to try it, tell them it'll be really helpful if you could try it. Because this one's a little hard to just do on the dummy. The dummy doesn't have ankles at all. There's nothing ankly about them. So yeah, if you could just to get the positioning, because it's not just you're holding on and like turning. You actually have to roll your shoulders back, retract, and then be able to do that. Oh, you're wrong. This way, right? Okay. 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 Stop talking now. Longer legs. All right. So now post-workout workout. There are 8 things, and they're mostly abs. So the first ones are V-ups, and then regular crunches, then leg lifts, then Superman, just your legs, and then push-ups just for funsies, and then Superman, just your upper body, and then mermaid crunches left side, mermaid crunches right side. Yeah? Did that make sense? Any of those confusing? Kathy, have you seen the mermaid crunches? Were you here for mermaid crunches? Do you have any idea what those are? No? Okay. So mermaid crunches are here, and you're basically trying to come up. However you want your arms. I just did the prayer arms. Yes. Okay, so we'll start with V-ups. Ready? Okay, pressing play. All right, regular crunches. Just regular crunches. Leg lifts. Right. Supermans. Keep your upper body low to the ground. Just lift up your legs. Superman. Right. Push-ups. Pace yourself. Push-ups though. Push up. You can do it on your knees if you need to. All right, Superman again. Keep your legs on the ground. Lift up just your upper body. All right, mermaid crunches left and right. Left this time, right next time. However you want to do it. Mermaid grunges. Little movements are fine. You can use your hand on the ground as well. Other side. This looks like less of a mermaid and more like from a dead fish or a fish out of the water. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. But yes, right? Less of a mermaid and more like a fish that's like out of the water and like, wah, wah.
Yep. I concur.
Especially how we all look. I think mermaids when I see the gymnast doing it because it looks mermaidy, and then I see us doing it on the screen and I'm like, nah, we're not gymnasts, we're like dead fish.
So true.